Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
One of the most valuable qualities a person can have, and very few people actually either use it or have it, and that is self-awareness. You know, I put my spirituality, my religion, my belief out there up front, and the Bible is littered in verses where it tells you to consider thyself, which means put yourself in that position. What if it were to happen to you? What if it was your whatever? And that is obviously not happening just worldwide, but particularly here in America. These politicians are doing things that they seriously do not consider themselves or their party or the ramifications of the constituents they are supposed to be serving. When they make these laws and these rules, they don't consider themselves. As a matter of fact, just a second ago, I came across a clip where Karine Jean-Pierre was being questioned by Peter Doocy, a White House correspondent, about something that the president said in his Rally of America speech. President Biden said that anybody who questioned the outcome of the election was a threat to democracy.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people. They refuse to accept the results of a free election.
As we said, anybody who questions election results is a threat to democracy. Well, Pete Doocy asked Karine Jean-Pierre that, we'll call it KJP for short. He asked her about it because she tweeted about it, about the 2016 presidential election and then the recent governor's election. I think the recent governor election down in Georgia, I think. She tweeted about those. She questioned the results on those. So Peter Doocy asked, so does that make you a threat to democracy? And here is what she said.
You tweeted in 2016
I knew this was
Trump
coming.
stole an election.
I was waiting, Peter, when you were going to ask me that question.
Well, great. Here we go. You tweeted Trump stole an election. You tweeted Brian Kemp stole an election. If denying election results is extreme now, why was
So
it then?
let's be really clear. That comparison that you made is just ridiculous. I have been. Well, you're asking me a question.
Yes.
Let me answer it.
And you said it was ridiculous.
I was talking specifically at that time of what was happening with voting rights and what was in danger of voting rights. That's what I was speaking to at the time.
Now, the crazy part about that is, you see how she flips it around? And that's one of those moments where when people say things, they do not consider themselves. With the Democrats this year and going into last year wanting to get rid of the filibuster, and now it looks like they're going to lose the House. I bet they're going to be glad that filibuster stays in place because they were making rules without considering themselves. How can this bite us in the ass? That never once came into their minds. How can this bite us in the ass? Oh, now that they are on the verge of losing the House, quite possibly the Senate, well, now you haven't heard any talk about them getting rid of the filibuster anymore, have you? Because they know. And that's the problem all the way around. You can even break it down to your personal lives. People say things without considering or do things without considering, how is this going to affect me? How would I feel if the shoe were on the other foot? People don't consider that. They do it for the advantage they get in the moment. And then when it comes around to bite them in the ass, they want to cry foul. That ain't fair. That ain't fair. That ain't. No.
No.
And it's ridiculous. It really is. Like with the LGBTQ stuff, you know, the Alphabet Mafia, how they put things out there and say that there should be this many of that and this many of that hired for this, that, and the other. Okay, well, flip that. How would you feel if they told you you had to have so many straight people in a movie or a business or a company that you ran, Mr. Alphabet Mafia, Miss Alphabet Mafia? How would you feel? Now they're telling you you have to have so many of the people that, you know, you're not comfortable with. Some of the people that you don't want to hire, you now have to hire. So you don't think about that. You want to think in the moment right now. You don't think long term. That's why I say consider thyself. Self-awareness in all situations is underrated. It needs to be used more, because if it is, I guarantee you, if people apply the consider thyself moniker across all aspects in their life, I guarantee you this would be a much fairer world. Man, we gonna stop it right there. You can catch the rest of that conversation on our Free Mind Thinkers podcast, which you can listen to wherever you listen to any of your favorite podcasts. We are on Amazon Music, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. So give us a listen there. If you like what you heard, then tell the world. Share, like the vid. If you have something to say, then please, we encourage everyone, drop a comment. Let us know what's on your mind. And you can find us all over social media. You can find our videos on BitChute, Odyssey, and YouTube. You can communicate with us through our various communication social media site platforms like Twitter, Rumble, Getter, Minds, Gab. Wherever you want to let your free mind thoughts flow, you'll find the Free Mind Thinkers. Plus, we are now setting up our locals page, which will soon load exclusive content for all those that become members. So stay tuned. Things are going to get greater. Y'all take it light. Remember to listen less, learn more.